Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and a subscriber asked the other day, what exactly is snake oil? Where does this term come from? And it's funny when they said it because the first thing that popped in my head is Joe Weider. So let's talk about that a little bit during today's coffee chat. Now, the original snake oil and snake oil salesman was the first big hustle about 100 years ago, a little earlier, that swept all through the United States, particularly went through all these Midwest towns and everything. It was a set of mineral oil that had a few herbs and other stuff mixed into it that was sold as a cure-all, that if you drank it, rubbed it on wounds, rubbed it on body parts that had infections, that it would cure things. And not only was it marketed in publications and everything and sold, but people went up and they did shows, almost like little things where they would go through towns and they would have people with faking their medical conditions show up and have them drink it or rub it on them, and they would just be magically cured, just like faith healers still do to some extent in some countries today or in certain areas. But they would use this snake oil and the people would just be miraculously cured of these things, or they would get a lot stronger. They even would do feats of strength and things, or athletics after doing it, or acrobatics. So this substance was touted as a cure-all, able to give you great athletic performance, everything. And it was just mineral oil with a little bit of herbs and other stuff mixed into it, worth virtually nothing. But it was sold and marketed, and hundreds, if not thousands, of people bought these scams. Well, it seemed to me when you look at it, the snake oil salesman that we had come into the modern age, once we saw kind of the vitamin industry picking up and it pulling its set of scams and convincing people that soil was so depleted that people need vitamins and things, Joe Weider came along. And in the tradition of old snake oil salesmen, which is what we can call anybody, it's kind of a catch-all term for anyone selling useless or worthless or overhyped products that they know to be fraudulent, he came along and started popping out all these pills and powders that would help people gain muscle. When the truth is, they were just food. They're not going to help you gain any more muscle than just eating food would, and in some cases might give you some extra gastrointestinal distress. Or in some cases, many of these things could have been laced with mild amounts of drugs, which would be basically you just taking an anabolic. And there have been many cases that happen in the supplement industry. And Joe Weider pretty much started this whole idea that all these pills and powders could help you gain muscle, get jacked, get ripped, get massive, get strong, that actually don't work. And as a result of his efforts and him creating this industry, you now have what you see in front of you now. The modern snake oil industry, now known as the supplement industry, it's the same idea, the same tactics are used to where you have people get up and fakely display that they got their results from this product or were cured of something they never really had wrong, such as being a hard gainer, which again just means an undereater. So all these people are just miraculously affected by these substances, and it's all fake, it's all drugs, it's all Photoshop. And yet they're propped up and for display to sell these fraudulent products the same way that the old snake oil salesman did back in the day. It's the exact same act all over again, and it's created a $4 billion a year industry. So my friends, snake oil salesmen are alive and well, and the modern snake oil comes in a big tub of protein, colostrum, or branched chain amino acids. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.